Welcome to Caesars. What the? All right, guys, we are back in Atlantic City. We are back in Caesars. We are in a bit of a different room. We are actually in the Forum Tower. I have been saying to Cody for a long time, like, I want to just check out the Forum Tower. Let's go there one time just to see it. Even if we don't actually book the room there, let's go and just scope it out, just to show it on the channel, because I've showed you guys the Centurion, I've showed you guys the Ocean. I want to show you guys something a little bit different. Well, this is different. So we are actually in, like I said, the Forum Tower, which is closest to the bus station, like bus terminal area, closest to like where the shopping area is, furthest away from the boardwalk area. I'm not happy, you guys, because we actually booked the Ocean Tower. So I don't know why we're here. We're gonna do a quick room tour here. Hopefully we're gonna change shortly over to another tower because I'm really unhappy. Anyway, let's do a room tour anyway, just because, you know, that's why you guys are here. So as you first walk in, you got this little foyer area here. You got a pretty decent closet size, I will say. I do love a sliding mirror, a lot of space here as well if you do want to store your stuff. You do have the safe as well, which is empty, unfortunately. But you have the safe, you've got the ironing board, all that stuff that you need. Got some artwork here. It does look like they actually did try to like quasi renovate, and I will show you what I mean momentarily. Entertainment area is over here where you have your fairly decent sized TV. In here you do have your drawers. You do have a mini fridge as well, which I will say is pretty standard for Atlantic City, and I always appreciate that. It is currently leaking. I can see there is water leaking into that area there. But again, pretty standard. You got your drawers, you got your storage areas here as well. So if you do want to store your stuff, that is great. You've got some work to do. You're in Atlantic City, but unfortunately, maybe you're here on business and got a conference or something going on. You got a little desk over here, where you have your coffee machine, coffee cups, other little, you know, cups and ice bucket and all that stuff. So I will say they have equipped you with that stuff, which is great as well. Another mirror there, which I'm a mirror fan. You do have the adjoining suite door here as well, which we're gonna make sure that is locked because we don't want any company in here. But as I said, hopefully we're not staying in this room. There is a little luggage spot here if you want to keep your stuff here while you're unpacking or whatever. We'll turn it over here for a second. So these lamps, I actually don't mind these lamps. I find them to be kind of funky because it kind of gives the room a little bit more of like a modern twist. You've got very neutral beiges and browns and stuff like that. And you have these really bright blue lamps, which I actually don't mind. I actually think it looks kind of cool. You have my favorite coveted charging stations here as well, which I'm going to try and find one this trip. That's my goal. Got to find one of these. A little bit more storage, phone, stuff like that. We are in a king room as well, so you do have the king size bed here. It did feel comfortable. Yeah, feels pretty comfortable. Can't complain. Here's the odd thing. You've got 4, what do they call them? Cucking chairs or whatever it's called. Anyway, I don't know why you need 4. Maybe you love an audience. So you've got 4 chairs here that can just watch you doing what you got to do. Interesting. So this is one thing that I always thought was odd about this. And I thought, no, it can't be true. When I've seen other people like New York, I know covered a similar room to this. There's no exterior windows. So, you know, if you want to see what's going on outside, too bad. What you can see though, is what's going on inside. So there's actually a view of just the hotel lobby. So right now I can see Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill. So if I want to say, I wonder if Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill is busy right now. Well, I can look out my window and say, yup, it's busy right now, which leads me to believe there's probably a conference going on right now. I mean, it is Friday night. We are in Atlantic City. It is still somewhat the slow season because we are here in the spring. But either way, I still find it very bizarre that we ended up with this room that we did not book with a view that we definitely did not want. Yeah. Anyway, you do have the heating and air conditioning over here, the unit over here, which is pretty loud. I just turned it off because it was quite loud. I didn't want to distract too much from these beautiful room tour that we're doing. Anyway, continuing on, you got this little, I don't know, what do you call this? A little like buffet, whatever. Anyway, it's here. Moving on to the bathroom. Bathroom is very small, so not a whole lot going on in here. You do have the professional skincare from Bodyography. So if you got some soaps in here with the Nectar. So they said, you know what? Let's take consistency, matching, and just throw it out the window and just have these two, you know, random products in the bathroom. So that's there for your pleasure. Like I said, I can see that there was some renovations done, I want to say within the last 15 years. That's my guess. Based on the look of the, you know, larger tiles with the smaller tile sort of trim that I know a lot of you guys watching this probably at one point, maybe even currently have in your kitchens right now, because that was definitely a thing. Yeah, anyway. We do have, is this Jonathan Adler? Because I think I had the same one in white. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hair dryer. You got a hair dryer in here. Not much else. Communal shampoo, conditioner, body wash. I do actually kind of love that they did kind of brand it Caesars with the sort of Caesars emblem in the O's of the body, the conditioner, the shampoo. I do kind of like that. It's a relatively decent sized shower as well, but you can tell by the, you know, switches and stuff like that, that it is definitely older. So yeah, this is the bathroom with some floral arrangements. Anyway, that is probably the very, very quick and dirty Form Tower video review, room tour, etc. I'm not loving this, you guys. I'm going to go downstairs now and try and change this because I'm actually annoyed just because this is not what we booked. It's one thing if we didn't have a specific tower or room booked, but we did. And we had this booked months in advance. So the fact that we ended up in a completely different tower level, a completely different room style than what we asked for, is not okay. So I'm gonna leave this as a, well, you know what? Let's leave this as this. If you're new here, you know the usual YouTube stuff. If you found this helpful at all, please like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. I'm gonna leave this as like a to be continued. Stay tuned. Maybe we're gonna move to another room, a better room, hopefully. Otherwise, it's being on the spot, right? I'll see you next one. Bye.
The next day.
All right, guys. So we did end up. What did I put my elbow in? We did end up actually sleeping in this room last night. We are going to be changing rooms hopefully shortly. A couple things. So I will say I was probably being a little bit harsh in the beginning for the sake of frustration. We just got off a plane. We, you know, got something that we didn't book. Ended up in a room that we didn't love, etc. The room itself is actually not that bad. It's quite spacious. It's not a terrible room. There's things I really don't like about it though. I don't like how loud it is from outside because you can hear people from the hallway. Really not a fan of the shower, but and I didn't really sleep the best. I can't say I loved the bed, the blankets and everything. But anyway, what I really dislike the most though is that there's no exterior windows. Like my window, as I said, my view, I'm literally looking at the lobby of the hotel. So I can't actually see what it's like outside. And I really don't like that, you know, especially when you're getting ready. Yeah, you know, you want to check the temperature and everything, but you also want to see what's going on up there. Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it foggy? Anything like that. And I have no idea. So I really don't like that. It's almost a bit of a claustrophobic feeling. Not a big fan. And I know there's some of you guys who watch my channel and say, who cares? It's just a room, you know, it's just going there to sleep and yada, yada, yada. And look, I get that. There's some people who really don't care. They just want somewhere to rest their head and go to sleep and they're not bothered. For me, it is important. And I know that's important to a lot of you as well. That's why you guys watch the channel, to see what, you know, your different room options, etc. So yeah, for me, it is important. I want to feel comfortable where I'm staying. You know, when you're away from home, you're away from your creature comforts, you still want to be comfortable. And especially when you're paying to be somewhere, you do want to obviously be somewhere where you're happy. Anyway, we are, as I said, going to be changing rooms. This room itself, it's not as bad as I originally thought, but yeah, still not a fan. But anyway, that's probably all I really have to say about it. Oh yeah, and also because the lobby is literally right there, you don't really get any darkness at night too. So you know how like when your windows face outside and it's dark outside, your room also gets dark? Well, not the case here because you have the light from the lobby constantly shining through even when you have your blinds down and there's music playing out there and stuff, and it's just a weird experience. Like I said, I'm not a fan. If it was like, you know, if we had regular windows as well to see outside, I could probably feel a little bit better about it. And look, I mean, the Forum Tower has a bad rep. Everybody says avoid the Forum Tower, book the Ocean, book the Centurion, whatever. But anyway, I wanted to check it out though. I was curious, so this is, I guess, a way to find out. So anyway, if I've missed anything, you guys have any other questions, please do not hesitate to leave them below. It's really helpful to other travelers. They probably have the same questions that you guys have. Also really helpful for me because any interaction you guys have in my videos, whether you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, I'd ask if you please consider subscribing to the channel. Button down there somewhere. Totally free for you. Really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. I have a lot more Atlantic City videos. I have other Caesars room tours and reviews and things like that if you are looking for Atlantic City content, plus many other places such as Las Vegas, etc. Once again, it's been Spot, right? Leave Atlantic City, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.